Yo, much appreciation, American people. Yeah, it's been a minute. Imagine everybody's doing good. Everybody healthy. I encourage self-preservation, awareness. Everything necessary to have a healthy existence. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, today we're going to be discussing DNA testing danger. All right. Over the years, let's say recent past 10 years, if you will, there's been a lot of promotion of these DNA companies and all of that, right? People have been encouraged in regards to genealogy research and things of this nature to, order a spit swab test, if you will, right? Situation though, that's not genealogy, all right? So first, I'm going to show you a video, all right? I'm gonna show you this video, and then I'm going to show you this government document. All right. I shared this on the Aboriginal American Troops Instagram page and all of that. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So this is the video here. I'm going to put the link in the description real quick in the box. Where we at? So everybody can see what I'm showing here. I'll put both of these links, matter of fact. It's the document we're going to be reviewing on direct-to-consumer genetic testing and the consequences to the public health. All right. That's dated July 2010. Okay, so let me go to drop that in right there. Yeah, let's continue now. Let's go to get to this video. So this here's the video. This is from 3 days ago, Fox News YouTube channel. All right, let's go and get it in.
Welcome back to the Big Sunday Show. Now, warning tonight about DNA companies and your personal information. Your DNA information can be sold and weaponized against you. The alarm being sounded. Listen to this.
You can actually take someone's DNA, take their medical profile, and you can target a biological weapon that will kill that person. And people will.
Did you hear what this guy, Jason Crow, Democrat, Colorado congressman, right? This rep just said DNA info could be used for bioweapons. Okay. Let me go ahead and run that back real quick. I'm just going to take it from the top again.
New warning tonight about DNA companies and your personal information. Your DNA information can be sold and weaponized.
They started this off saying these companies that's collecting the consumers, you or whoever you may know, right? Anybody, right? Who uses this DNA testing service, right? Under the guise of genealogy, right? They're getting your genetic information and they're selling it. And it's being weaponized. Let's continue.
Against you. The alarm being sounded. Listen to this.
You can actually take someone's DNA, take their medical profile, and you can target a biological weapon that will kill that person. And people
that can kill that person. All right. We're about to get into this document in a few moments. Let's go there. I'm only playing like a minute of this video. You go ahead and watching this entirety is total of 7 minutes. Let's continue.
Will very rapidly spit into a cup and send it into 23andMe and get really interesting data about their background. And guess what? Their DNA is now owned by a private company and can be sold off. We have to have an open and public discussion about what does the protection of healthcare information, DNA information, and your data look like, because that data is actually going to be procured and collected by our adversaries for the development of these systems.
For the development of these systems. Amos Carr, how you doing? Halito, how are you? Yo, Amos Carr, hey, if you're listening, what do you think about this DNA situation? Definitely look forward to seeing your comments in the chat. This is real world. This real world situations right here. Real world subjects. Real world commercial activity with people's lives on the line. That's what's being presented today. All right. Let's continue. So this Democrat here, he just referenced 23andMe. Okay, let's run that part back. I got a video I want to show you. Shouts to the peoples that put this on TikTok, I believe it was. We reposted it on the Aboriginal American Truth's Instagram account. Let's go ahead and run it back real quick.
By a private company and can be sold off. We have to have an open and public discussion. Into a cup and send it into 23andMe and get really interested.
Spit into a cup and send it into 23andMe and get some interesting results, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at some interesting results from 23andMe.
So with the help of my wife, we extracted enough saliva to send off in the mail. We were so excited to see the results. After about 3 months, we were shocked. My lizard was 51% Ashkenazi Jewish. He was also 48% West Asian. This was really interesting. They also gave us a little bit of his background and his history, what he liked to eat, etc. Let us know which animal's DNA we should send in next.
Okay, so what we just heard there is these people apparently sent in DNA. They used the swab, as you see in the video. They used a swab, right? They swabbed the mouth of the lizard and they sent it into 23andMe. They paid whatever 23andMe is charging for it. And the results came back after 3 months of waiting, saying that the lizard is, I guess, human. All right. Ashkenazi Jewish was referenced. You saw some West African in them, what have you. So now let's go ahead and get into the document, right? Let me take a look at the chat real quick. All fraud. All fraud. That's right. That's right. Aim is called all fraud. What else you said here? Nothing like good old-fashioned genealogy. That's right. Nothing like the actual research, the paper. You know what I'm saying? Actual records, not manufactured, doctored records, right? Because that's what's going on here. They're fabricating things here. And once again, they just said your DNA, if you're sending it into these companies, they're selling it. And weapons are being manufactured. Biological weapons are being manufactured. All right? Let's go to continue now. So this here's the document. This is titled Direct to Consumer Genetic Testing and the Consequences to the Public Health. This is a hearing, right? Hearing before the Subcommittee on Oversight and Investigations of the Committee on Energy and Commerce, House of Representatives. This is dated July 22nd, 2010. So this is like a whole 12 years later that we're reviewing this real quick, all right? Let's take a look. So I've already gone through this document. This document here is 233 pages. So just for the sake of time, what I've done is I've simply ran a search for entertainment. All right, because that's what these tests are. They're for entertainment purposes, all right? So let's go and get into it. It says here, but while the vast majority of DTC, that stands for direct to consumer tests, are of merely entertainment value, some have serious, indeed potentially life-changing medical consequences. All right? They're saying that. It is dangerous to allow the conflation of entertainment with medicine. So they are literally fabricating fake medical information, and it is of entertainment value alone. That's it. But at the same time, though, it has these consequences in regards to your information, your privacy. This is intellectual property. This is your genetic property. It's being sold. You're paying for your information to be sold and to be weaponized against you. Now we're going to continue here. It says another important issue before us is what sources of information the public has about the meaning of their results. I would argue that the vast majority of the test results provided by most DTC, direct consumer companies, genetic companies, are simply of entertainment, not medical value. As such, I see little potential for harm and see no problem with the public having full access to such information as long as it is not oversold in the way I've just described. I've just been describing. All right. Continuing here. So Once again, this is a hearing. So this is the dialogue taking place in this hearing here, right? It says, let me put up on the board then GAO's report. You know, Dr. Evans said that he thought it was entertainment versus medicine. You were all telling us that your sampling is accurate, that you use markers, you assure quality. Then why on Mr. Colts? He is the 48-year-old male here, and I believe company number one is 23andMe. Company number three is Pathway. Company number four is Navigenics. So if you just take prostate cancer, if you're all accurate and you're all using markers and you take the same kind of saliva as your source, why would we have three different results for prostate cancer for Mr. Cuts? So basically what's going on here, once again, like Amos Carr said in the chat, it's fraud. Even for medical value, it's not accurate medical value. This Mr. Cuts guy got a genetic test done from three different companies pertaining to prostate cancer, and he was not given accurate information. Amos Carr, what did you say here? People need to hear this because our people, American Aborigines, Indians, put faith in these damn tests and the claims of being Africans based on these fraudulent results. Exactly. This is exactly why I'm doing this presentation today. This is exactly why. All right. Let's go to the next one. It says here, and Dr. Evans is right. It is entertainment, not medicine. Absolutely. It is entertainment, not medicine. For entertainment purposes only, not for medical reasons. Dr. Evans, let me just ask you a couple of things. Now you talked about the entertainment value of medicine. We shouldn't discount that. I'm an OBGYN doctor by profession, and certainly the boutique sonogram, baby's first picture, and that was available in lots of malls during the years that I was practicing. I would all the time be asked to comment on the pictures that were made on some substandard machine at a shopping mall. So if it is probably no surprise that there is an entertainment value for this. This is straight commerce right here. People are being sold lies. Once again, this is a Mr. Gingray. Well, you even in your testimony, Dr. Evans, suggested that it is kind of an entertainment thing. It is sort of like Dr. Burgess early in his questioning was talking about these ultrasounds that are done in the shopping malls. They're all for entertainment purposes. All for entertainment purposes. Continuing here, Mr. Gringy, I want to switch quickly in my remaining time, Mr. Chairman, to ask maybe the triumvirate of Miss Gold and Dr. Veneer and Dr. Becker. Do you agree that what you are providing to these patients, if you will, or direct-to-consumer information about their genome is more for entertainment than it is for real therapeutic, possibly, and diagnostic value? Right? Yeah. It's all bullshit. Long story short, it's bullshit. More entertainment than medical value. Definitely ain't getting no genealogy information from all of this. And people are basically paying for nothing. All right? But once again, I'm going to run back this video from Fox News. That I'm concluding. Check out the information on the links that I put in the chat. Check it out for yourselves. Share this information to your people. Inform them that this is a massive fraud taking place here with this fake genealogy that's being promoted by whoever. All right. This has real life consequences. All right. Let me just run this back.
Warning tonight about DNA companies and your personal information. Your DNA information can be sold and weaponized against you. The alarm being sounded. Listen to this.
You can actually take someone's DNA, take their medical profile, and you can target a biological weapon that will kill that person. And people will very rapidly spit into a cup and send it into 23andMe and get really interesting data about their background. And guess what? Their DNA is now owned by a private company and can be sold off. We have to have an open and public discussion about what does the protection of healthcare information, DNA information, and your data look like? Because that data is actually going to be procured and collected by our adversaries for the development of these systems.
Going to be procured. That means it's being bought via contracts. The same way I showed in previous presentations within these months how aborted fetal tissue has been procured through Planned Parenthood and other abortion service providers. All right, procured. I showed how over 40 baby parts is being sold from these aborted fetuses, right? That's a wealth of genetic material in itself. But now we have other people that are doing these spit swab genetic testings, and it's being weaponized. I'm gonna put this last link in the chat. This is to the 23andMe video pertaining to that lizard. Pardon the noise in the background. This is pertaining to 23andMe and the lizard testing, if you will. The lizard's genetic testing. Feel free to check that out, if you will. Much appreciation, American people. Y'all stay healthy. Y'all stay strong. Self-preservation and awareness is very important. Y'all stay healthy. Be good.